I'm just gonna embarrass myself, but that's okay. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. And it is currently 8:19. As you can see here, it's 8:19. So pretty late from how I usually record. But I just finished working out. I got my little Gatorade here. Gatorade sponsored me. And I thought, why don't you do a chill little video? So in this video, I'm gonna be telling you guys all the dumbest, the superness, the absolutely unexpected ways I've injured myself. Looking back at these stories, I just wonder, oh my goodness, how did I even pull that off? One of these situations actually ended up me going to the hospital, and but without further ado, let's get right into it. So story number 1. So this was when I was in grade 7, and me and my friend, we were just playing around at recess, and me and him were just kind of like play fighting. Like, we weren't really fighting, but we were just like play fighting and stuff like that. And then we were carrying like potential like dodge each other and all that stuff. And for some darn reason, we were just running at each other. Obviously, we weren't hitting each other, but we were just running at each other. And we just, like I said, we were just dodging each other. So when we just kept on doing that, and then this doofus charges at me with his hand out. And next thing I know, I just feel this boom right into my face. I fell to the ground, and next thing you know, I get up, and my nose is just bleeding. It's just complete blood everywhere. I was wearing a white t-shirt at that time. It was a mess. My friend just basically punched me in the nose. I was just bleeding everywhere, and it was just so much blood that it got to my mouth, and my teeth were just covered in blood. It was a bad scene. With the funny part is I had to walk through the field to obviously go inside, and everyone was like, that was everyone's reaction. Oh, yeah. So I just basically went inside, went to the washroom, basically washed off all the blood. I was still bleeding for a bit, but I'm okay. And I'm okay now. First, my white t-shirt, surprisingly, I didn't get any blood on it. I was surprised I had so much blood, but neither of them went on my shirt. I don't know how that happened. But I feel bad for all the kindergartners when I went inside, because to go inside the bathroom, you have to pass the kindergarten hall, and they were ready to go outside, and they were just scared. They were like, oh man, that was probably the worst day for them to see. Story number 2. So surprisingly, but not surprisingly, my stupid ways of hurting myself goes a long way. So I was probably like 4 years old, and I was playing around in this very living room, this exact living room. And I think I was either by myself in the living room, or my siblings were here. I'm not 100% sure. But I was playing around here, and we have this table. It's the same table right now. It's this table right here. Like a glass table. So like I said, I was running around, I was playing, and next thing you know, I trip, and I slit my chin open on the table. It was a bloody mess. There was blood all over the table, all over my clothes. It was a bad scene. Personally, I didn't go to a hospital or anything like that. It wasn't like a deep cut. It was just a big cut. That's pretty much it. And then as I grew up, my parents told me the story, and I'm like, so why do we still have this table? This next story isn't like an injury or some sort, but it was just pretty bad. So I have this weird allergic reaction to mosquito bites. And then whenever I get bitten, it hurts, they swell up, and they turn red, and I get sick. So this happened in Trinidad. I was probably about 12 years old, or 13 years old, and I had this mosquito bite on my foot. And it swelled up so bad, I couldn't even walk on that foot. And the tough thing is that I can't even do anything about the mosquito bite. I just have to put cream on it, wherever, polysporin, wherever, and just let it sit there, hoping it will go away in the next day or two. I mean, I have worse mosquito bites. I have them on my forehead, on my eye. It's just the worst spots for me to get a mosquito bite will all be on my face, because that's where I get the most sick. Oh yeah, it keeps getting worse. Story number 4. So I was about maybe between 6 to 8 years old, I cannot remember. And this is a time period where everyone would walk to the store instead of taking a car and drive to the store. So me and my older sister were walking to the store, and we were walking on sidewalks. We came back from the store, and... in fact, you come here.
What?
Come here. This is a story about you.
Why is it about me? This is bright.
This is a story about how you stabbed me in the foot.
I didn't stab you in the foot. You were walking on the sidewalk. No, we had to move around somebody, and then there was glass on the sidewalk.
Okay, so we were going to the store, right? And then we were coming back from the store. Now, this is a time period where everyone walks everywhere. They didn't even care about cars. They would just go for a walk to the store.
Mm-hmm.
I was walking with my sister, and she got fed up of people walking slow, so she decided to walk in the grass to get home
It was just
quickly.
walking around somebody, that's it.
You were fed up. And at the time, I was wearing flip-flops. I was wearing slippers.
Yeah, and it went through your slippers. That's not my fault.
Okay.
It's not my fault.
Tell me you understand.
Wow, this is nice lighting.
You're welcome.
Oh, you're recording still.
Yeah, I'm recording.
I'm here like, hey, taking pictures.
Well, that's going in the video still. So we were walking on the grass because she wanted to walk past people. And I felt something weird in my slipper. I thought it was an acorn. I thought it was a plant or something like that.
What? How did you go from acorn to plant?
Acorns are this small or something like that.
Yeah.
It's called really taking a selfie using my light.
Yeah. Okay, anyways.
Oh my goodness, I don't even know where was I at.
You thought
Okay,
it was an acorn or a plant or something under your foot.
Yeah, so I thought that it was an acorn I plant in my foot. I was holding my sister's hand, so I was like, wait, and I was trying to adjust my slipper and try to get out of my slipper.
Why didn't you just tell me you felt something under your foot?
I was 6 years old, or 7 years old.
Yeah, you still could have told me.
And then I thought it, so I put my foot down. That's where it made it worse. And I still feel something weird in my foot. So I was like, wait, and I tried to adjust my foot again. And I was like, okay, stop. I took off my slipper. Next thing you know, I see blood on my slipper.
And we were so close to home, and we still had to wait there to get picked up.
So it turns out I stepped on a broken glass, and it penetrated through the slipper and into my foot. And every time I kept stepping on something, it kept making it worse. It kept making it worse. This is a really hard video now. It kept making it worse. I will say, God bless those people who were passing by. By the way, you picked up a piece of garbage on the floor and used that as a tissue.
Because I didn't know what else to do.
So this girl grabs like a piece of like a brochure thing on the ground and used that to as a gauge to
I think it's like newspaper or something.
something like that. But then a passerby gave us some Kleenex and stuff like that, and I'm like, thank you very much.
A passerby?
Hmm?
A passerby?
Yeah.
What's a passerby?
Someone who's passing by, young.
A passerby?
Yes.
That doesn't sound right.
A passing through.
Just say someone who's walking by. What's a passerby?
So obviously because my foot.
Oh, it's a word. Yeah, look. Passerby. What does it say? Oh, we can't see. It's too bright. Okay. A person who happens to be going past something, especially on foot.
This is not an informational video, by the way. This is So
but we already told the story about your foot. What else is there to tell?
I wasn't even finished.
The glass went up your foot, then it bleed. What else is there to it?
And then I walking down the road and I falling down the drain. So obviously because my foot was injured, I couldn't really walk home. So my mom had to really drive really 2 seconds to where we were and pick us up. And I didn't really need any sort of medical attention, surprisingly. But just slap a band-aid on my foot and I'm good.
Because it's just glass.
Okay, but like, that's not worse compared to my next story.
Which one?
You'll figure out.
Is the glass when you hit the window?
It didn't hit my forehead.
Or your nose?
Yeah.
Is that the next one?
Yeah, that's the next one, which kind of spoiled it for you guys.
Spoiler alert. Okay, I'm going. Goodbye.
Yeah, you can get out here. So story number 5. So this was again, I was in grade 7. Now, surprisingly, this was a week after my friend had punched me in the nose. So at school, obviously there's like a little hot tub where people were playing and stuff like that, or chill and all that stuff. And I was playing some soccer with my friends. Surprisingly, I don't know why we didn't go to the field. That could avoid this injury I had. And this one actually took me to the hospital. So at school, like most schools, they have these windows that kind of open like this. So you know how it opens like this. These windows open like this. And obviously there was classes on the first floor, so they have windows open like that. And so I was playing soccer, and next thing you know, I ran into the window. I don't think I can describe the 12 out of 10 pain of impact when I hit that window. Now, obviously, when I hit the window, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what happened to my face. No, the window had a little mirror that I was able to see myself, and I saw some blood coming out my nose. So I thought, okay, I smacked my nose, and my nose is bleeding. But then I looked at my friends, and they were like, and I'm like, what happened? They didn't really tell me specifically. They said there was a cut in my face, which I can understand because I smacked into a window. The window's pretty sharp. So I go inside, I go into the bathroom, I take a closer look at my nose, and I notice that it's not a nosebleed. I literally stabbed myself in the nose pretty much. So it turns out the corner of the window had literally stabbed me right in the nose. You guys can actually see right here, that's the scar from my window accident. I also had these 2 giant cut marks. It wasn't really that bad, but it was swelling. It was like a golf ball was going out of my head. Oh my goodness, well, how did I even manage to do that? So I'm looking at my nose, and I'm like, okay, this is something that a band-aid cannot fix. I go to the office, I show them what happened, and they call my parents and recommended that I need some stitches. So I went to the hospital, and it didn't really take that long. It didn't really hurt. All they did was freeze the section of it, and then these there were stitches and stuff like that. This is not the reason why my face is tilted to the side. I just do it by, I don't know, just 'cause I can. It's not pretty visible if you were to look closely, but it's whatever. Scars to you, beautiful. Now, this is the... Wow, how is it that I have so many nosebleeds in this? Now, this is where I realized I achieved a whole new level of stupidity. So, I was in grade 8 at the time, and it was towards our graduation. I'm pretty sure many of you guys have had this class before, but it was like woodworking class. And one of the projects was to create our name using wood. I'm sure many of you guys have had that project before. Now, because it was kind of towards our end of the graduation, we didn't really have that much time to finish our name because we had to prepare for graduations and all that stuff. And so our teacher allowed us to take it home, and basically all we needed to do was just sand it, just make it smooth and all that stuff. And I had a sand machine, I don't know what to call it, a sander, and so I took it to the garage. Keep in mind it was summer at that time, so I decided to open the garage. This is where I effed up. So garage open, a little breeze come in, give me some nice cool air, and I'm here sanding the name. A few hours later, I go to bed. Now I wake up in the middle of the night, and I was shivering for some reason. It's summer, it's like 25 degrees, and I was just cold for some reason. And I just feel something like cold on my face. So I get up, I turn on the light, I go into a mirror, and I just see blood all over my face, just bleeding everywhere. I go to the bathroom, and my nose is just profusely bleeding. I don't even know what is going on. I'm here trying to control it. It just kept going. And when I told my dad about it, I had to like basically stay up for like an hour or so, just trying to like hold the bleeding, just hold my nose with tissue. Turns out when I was using a sander, all the sawdust, I probably inhaled all the sawdust, and I guess it messed up in my sinuses to the point where I was just bleeding. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it. I don't think I have any other dumb stories of me hurting myself, injuring myself. Even though 3 of them were like nosebleeds, it's just the way it happened. I question myself. But that is it for today's video. If you guys do enjoy, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Which way is it? I don't know. And if you guys like, you can follow my Instagram at caribou_tins. And I will see you guys in the next bit. Peace.